Welcome back to Rescue Bots Academy. We are finally here with Season 2 of the Adventures of the Rescue Bot Recruits. There's a lot of exciting and interesting episodes in this season, and I cannot wait to start talking about them.
Yay! I'm so excited!
So, let's get started with Season 2, Episode 1, Back to School, where, as the title says, the recruits return to the academy after their summer break.
Oh, back to school, to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
First off, I find it funny how Heatwave and Chase are saying how peaceful and quiet it is without the recruits, shortly before they make their grand return. Which makes me wonder, is that what their parents are saying now that their kids have gone back to school? Will we finally get to see the recruits' parents in this season? I hope so. One of the interesting things about this season is that the recruits now have their own facilities that will help them build their individual skills. Starting with Medix's, where there's this super bouncy ball thing, which seems to be an homage to this scene in the original Men in Black movie.
Ooh, watch your head! Somebody get him some ice! Look at just when it's coming at you!
Optimus Prime arrives to tell the recruits that this year they will each be paired up with a mentor, which is totally amazing because I'm not sure if I discussed this in a video or not, but I was actually going to suggest this for Season 2, but it took me so long to finish Season 1, and now Season 2 has already completed. But yeah, this is mind-blowing to find out that this is exactly what happened in Season 2. I imagined that each student would get teamed up with a mentor who could help develop their individual roles on the team, and now it's actually happening. But more on that in a minute. First, we are finally introduced to Medix's Uncle Ratchet. I think this is the first time we've actually seen him in the series after Medix casually mentioned him in the last season. And he appears to be based on his Evergreen design, much like his Cyberverse version. And he's even voiced by the same voice actor from Cyberverse as well.
It must be the Matrix. I'm not sure if there's anything we can do to help him. Okay, let's try word association. Say the first word you think of. Up.
Bumblebee. Down.
This is so awesome to finally have some new characters in the show, which was another thing I was hoping to see in Season 2. Again, more on that later. First, we have to talk about how Ratchet built a machine that is basically the Transformers version of the Sorting Hat from Harry Potter.
Right then. Right. Okay. Gryffindor!
But instead of putting each recruit in a different house, it will assign each recruit to a mentor. It is so adorable that the recruits are fantasizing about who they hope their mentor will be.
They better be fast if they want to keep up with me. Maybe it'll be Blur.
And for most of them, I actually agree.
Whoever my mentor is, I'm certain he or she will teach me a lot.
He or she? Oh man, could you imagine if we finally got a female teacher in this show? Like maybe RC or Windblade or someone like that. I say it'd be about time. It'd be nice to have another girl on the show other than Whirl. Someone she could relate to as a fembot. I love the little tests that Ratchet gives the recruits.
Look at the ink blot and tell me what you see.
A unicorn holding a balloon, eating a pepperoni pizza!
You got all that from this?
Oh yeah, I can kind of see it there. I really like how when they do this maze test, Medix is using bandages to help him find the way out. No doubt a nod to Theseus, who used a ball of string to help himself escape the Minotaur's labyrinth. It's also interesting how Whirl just decided to transform and fly out of the maze. I guess Ratchet never said she couldn't do that, so technically it's not cheating if you ask me. Also, I just want to give her a big hug. How could she not think she's good enough to be a rescue bot? She's my favorite rescue bot, and I don't think my love for the show would be the same without her. Finally, the recruits are paired up with bots who will be their mentors for the rest of the season. First up is Whirl, who does indeed get paired up with who she was hoping for, Chase. Although, personally, I think it would have been better if they paired her up with Strongarm. Not only is she a by-the-books police bot like Chase, but she's also a fembot, and someone World could talk to and relate to in that way as well. Maddox also gets teamed up with his first choice, Blades, which makes sense as they're both the medical specialists of their respective teams. Wedge's hero Bumblebee becomes his own mentor. Hotshot gets Heatwave, and finally Hoist is paired up with Grimlock.
Hey, Bitty Bot, what's up?
I guess there's no better way for him to finally get over his fears of Dinobots once and for all. I agree with all these choices for which teacher to team up with which student, although it is kind of odd that they seem to forget about Boulder. But like I mentioned with World's mentor, I was kind of hoping we'd get all new characters to help the recruits. Like, Blades is a fine choice for medics, but wouldn't it have been interesting if we got someone like First Aid? Maybe they could have commented on how he and Blades used to be on a team together, alluding to the Protectobots. Or how about Red Alert? Maybe they could even use the animated version of the character, thus giving us another sorely needed Fembot character in this show. I actually don't have any complaints about Wedge and Bumblebee. I think it's an interesting pairing and has potential for some good story possibilities later in the season. And it kind of fits as they're both leader-type characters, depending if you consider Wedge to be the leader of the RescueBot recruits, and this Bee being the same Bee that was the leader of his own team in Robots in Disguise 2.0. Hotshot and Heatwave is also interesting, but I was kind of hoping for a new triple changer character like Springer or Sandstorm, or better yet, a character like Great Shot or Quick Switch who could help Hotshot with his multi-cog transformations and become a true multi-changer and not have to choose only one transformation per day. But yeah, that just leaves Hoist and Grimlock, which again, no complaints with, and is probably who I would have teamed him up with anyways. I mean, who else are you gonna get? Grapple? No, I like the fact that Hoist has to yet again conquer his fears of Dinobots once and for all, which it looks like he'll be doing in the next episode, but we'll get to that later. For now, let me know what you thought of this first brand new episode of RescueBots Academy Season 2. Who would you have paired up with each recruit? Did you like who they got? Would you have rather they brought in some new characters to expand the cast? Are you surprised that there aren't any new, younger recruits starting their first year as the older recruits are starting their second year? As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Remember to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and do all that other fun stuff. And join me next time when we'll check out Season 2, Episode 2, Mission Dinobot.
Admit it, you missed him. Of course I did.